What's up, everybody? So I've done working on the Grom for now. Don't really have much to do. I'll be riding it in about a week. It's finally nice outside. So I bought a new project bike. It's a 1982 Yamaha Virago 920. It was a two-seater and all that stuff. I got it for a pretty good deal. Has a couple issues, but it does run. The starter gear that engages the flywheel on these things, the way they designed it was kind of a flaw. It was like some hack job. So it spins really fast, hits the flywheel, and then eventually over time it grinds the teeth away, and it's made intentionally with soft metal. And Yamaha, when you open up the cover in here, there's actually a metal a magnet rather in there to catch the metal shavings. It does also leak a little bit of oil. It looks like it's coming out of that tube there, but I haven't figured it out where it is yet. I gotta clean it up, get some brake cleaner, see where it's coming from. The carbs definitely need cleaning. The guy hadn't ridden this thing for 2 years, he said, but he owned it about 5 years. So what I'm going to do with this thing though is I'm going to turn it into a Café racer. I'm sure you've seen some of the Virago Café racers out there. I'm not going to go crazy with it. The only thing I'm going to get fabricated or try to make is the rear subframe for the seat to make it into a single seat. If not, there's a couple companies I saw that make them. They're about $350. Then I'll get rid of these bars, mirrors and all that shit up here, and I'll put some clamp on handlebars here. I'm going to keep the stock forks, but the long-term goal eventually is I want to put R6 forks on here and an R6 rear swing arm, just to modernize it a bit and get rid of this metal splash guard. I'm gonna get rid of this and put one of those integrated lights that are circular with the blinkers inside, just to clean it up. And I'll get a tack and a speedometer that's not this crazy digital thing from the 80s, but it actually works. It was probably really bitching back in the day. Now it's just a joke. Gonna try to source a new gas tank. I don't really like this teardrop look here, so I want the line to be consistent with the seat, just straight line across. And then I've got to do the levers. I got to extend them back here because when I'm going to be leaning forward now, I won't be able to obviously use the foot pedals where they are, so I have to, have my foot back here to switch the gears and change and brake. I'm going to keep the stock rims for now. I'll just clean them up. I'll paint a lot of this stuff black and keep a little bit of chrome. Not too much though. Yeah, relocate the battery. Not do too much crazy stuff, mostly cosmetics. And yeah, start taking it apart and start building this. So I already shed this seat, that rear back thing, and all these all these pieces, the rear splash guard, and this was the part of the rear seat. Those are the front footrests, which I took off. I think it's probably also a crash thing, like a crash bar, but they were heavy and I didn't like them, so I took them off. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm gonna start documenting this because I've never seen anybody document the Virago turn Café racer build. There's a lot of info, but nobody's documented it, and they don't tell you how to do things. So I'm by no means no expert. This is actually my first bike conversion ever. So I'll try to document as best I can, and trials and error, I guess, showcase everything that I'm going through to get this done. Don't really have an estimated time frame for this. I'd like to get it done this summer so I could actually ride it, but I don't know how realistic that is until I actually start really digging into this. I took off the seat and all that stuff today. It took me about an hour to get everything off. And I'm gonna try to not source parts that I don't need. Like, I want to spend the least amount of money on this, just do it budget and make it one of those good from far but far from good kind of looks. But the way this is painted, even like this gas tank was done it almost looks like it was done with spray paint, so I'm not really sure. Yeah, so that's a new project. Thanks for watching.